Alrighty, y'all, what's good? You already know what it is. It's your boy Zach Simillion back at you, and welcome to another edition of NFL Weekly Pick'ems. Now, one thing I will do before I get into the Pick'ems, I do apologize for not making a recap video of the Cowboys-Saints game. I just had a lot going on this week, and also I was just really frustrated with my team then. Can't believe we lost to those trash-ass New Orleans Saints. We should have been able to take a shit on Rob Ryan's chest and rub it all over his garbage-ass defense. Because his defense looked much better than Dallas's. I'm just pissed. I wanted this win heading into New England. And then on top of it, Lance Dunbar gets hurt. Or he tears his ACL, our best receiver. And now, wouldn't you know, he's fucking done for the year. So, but anyway, let's get into our pick'ems. Before I get into the actual games, I will tell you who's the bye weeks. We have as our bye weeks the Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, because they played out in London. That's what they always do. The teams that go out in London always have their bye week the week after their game, because that's just a long trip to get from London all the way back to America in itself. So they are on their bye week. The Vikings and the Panthers. And then let's get into the games, starting with tonight's Thursday night football game. The Colts at the Texans. Wait, is that in Houston? Let me check here. Yeah, that's in Houston. I'm going to have to take the Colts. I don't know. I just don't see the Texans making noise this year in the South. I got the Colts. And Matt Hasselbeck looked actually really good against Jacksonville last week. Now, grant, it was Jacksonville, but let's see how he plays against the Texans, who are in my opinion, a much better defense. Let's see here. Who is next? The Baltimore Ravens hosting the Cleveland Browns. I have to take Baltimore. I think Baltimore's win over the Steelers last week was kind of like a morale booster. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. I have the Ravens winning by a score of... I see it being like a 24-13, 24-16 ball game. I don't know. Something just tells me Cleveland's not going to find the end zone much in this game. Next game, we have the Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to take the Bills. I think the Bills are angry after getting embarrassed at home to the New York Giants 24-10 last week, and they now have to face Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I got the Bills. Next game, the Seahawks and the Bengals from Cincy. Woo! That is going to be a good-ass game. This is my upset. I'm taking the Seahawks. A lot of people are going to take the Bengals because it's in the jungle, where the Bengals hardly ever lose at home to begin with. I'm confident. I got the Seahawks. Next game, we have the Washington Redskins at the Atlanta Falcons. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Falcons are going to kill them. Other games. The Arizona Cardinals at the Detroit Lions. Fuck out of here with that shit. Lions ain't shit. I got the Cardinals. Oh, I see that Atlanta score being like 38 to like 24. I see the Arizona game being like a 38 to like 17 game. Lions ain't shit. They have no offense. And they really depended on their defense last game against the Seahawks, which, for the most part, it did pretty well. But, nah, I don't know. I have my sure money on the Falcons and the Cardinals this week. The other game. Jacksonville at... Jacksonville at Tampa Bay. What a yawner game. But if I had to take somebody, considering how Tampa Bay hasn't won a home game in almost a year and a half, almost 2 years, I have to go against the Buccaneers in this one. I'll have to give the edge to Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's really got something in Blake Bortles and that Allen Hurns kid. That Allen Hurns kid looks really fucking good. Where's my mouse here? I'm sorry. Let's see. Who's the next game? We have the New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles. I got the Saints. I don't know what it is with the Eagles. The Eagles just cannot beat the New Orleans Saints. They haven't beaten the New Orleans Saints since 2007. It's 8 years ago was the last time the Eagles beat the New Orleans Saints. And I swear to God, if the Saints drop an egg and they lose this game against the Eagles, I'm going to be extremely pissed because they looked really good against my Cowboys this past week. And if they drop an egg against the Eagles, shame on them. I would fire Sean Payton at that moment. That's just me. Next game. The St. Louis Rams at the Green Bay... Oh, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Packers are going to rape these guys. The Rams don't stand a chance. I'm sorry. I know the Rams pulled an upset last week against the Cardinals in the desert, but this is Lambeau Field we're talking about. Lambeau Field is one of the hardest places. It's probably the hardest place to win a football game right now. Yeah, I got my money on the Packers. I don't know. I don't see the Chiefs making noise in that game. Or, I'm sorry, not the Chiefs. The Rams. Why the fuck did I say the Chiefs? Well, Kansas City and St. Louis are there. Speaking of the Chiefs, they are at home against the Chicago Bears. Both 1-3 teams. Both trash as fuck. I got the Chiefs because they're home. But the Bears just look like a mess. They are a catch-22 in some way, shape, or form. I got the Chiefs. Let's see, who is the next game? We have the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Is that in Oakland or Denver? Wait. My stupid USB port's stupid right now. It's in Oakland. Ooh. Because it's in Oakland, I'm going to take this as my second upset. I already picked the Seahawks to beat the Bengals. This is my second upset. I'm going to take the Raiders over the Broncos because it's in Oakland. It's away from Mile High. And I think at some point in the season, that defense is going to make an error at some point. talking about Denver's defense. Because we know right now Denver's defense has looked really, really, really good. But I got that game being like a barn burner. I think it's going to be like a 38 to like 34 game. I think it's going to be close, but I don't think the defense is going to have any portion to do with this in this game. Now, granted, Oakland added a great addition in Malcolm Smith, the former Super Bowl MVP from the Seahawks, but something just tells me the Raiders are going to pull this out. I don't know. We got the Sunday night game. It is the San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants. Oh, fuck out of here with that shit. 49ers are trash. They're going to get blown out by the Giants. Beckham Jr. might go off for 200 yards in that game. I got the Giants. I know it's as sick as I have to say it, because I know I would want the 49ers as a Cowboy fan. I would want San Francisco to win, but that's probably not going to happen. 49ers are going to get their ass kicked. Monday night game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the San Diego Chargers. Chargers is 2-0 at home. Pittsburgh's without Roethlisberger for at least another month. I already made my upset picks. I don't know if this would really be an upset, though, but I have the Steelers. I don't know. Something just told me Michael Vick looked really good, but I'm going to take the Steelers. I think the Chargers are bound to make an error at some point at home. But, of course, you know how that goes. You can't win all your games at home and then win all your games, or lose all your games on the road, and expect to make the playoffs. That's just not going to work. But, no, I got the Steelers. I don't know. I just think Phillip Rivers is going to have a garbage game. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to expect out of Phillip Rivers. And last but not at least, the New England Patriots at the Dallas Cowboys. Woohoo! We're about to get our asses kicked. Oh, I'm not real happy about this game. I'm not really too concerned, because here's the deal. It's a game. We have to play it, unfortunately. We got to play the full 60 minutes. We can't cut this bullshit at 59 minutes and 59 seconds. We got to play the full 60. And, whether we like it or not, we're probably going to lose this game. We're most likely going to lose this game. Patriots are just way too talented, and more importantly, they're way healthier than Dallas is. Dallas has lost, now with Dunbar's injury, for players that are out for the year, I think, are just Orlando Scandrick, and Lance Dunbar, both with torn ACLs. But Dallas last week had Sean Lee with a concussion. I think he might be cleared to play in this game against the Patriots, but not like that matters, because that trash-ass defense can't stop shit. Brady's probably going to throw for like 7-8 touchdowns. He might even set the NFL record for touchdown passes. I'm telling you. Because Rob Marinelli's defense is so trash. Like, it's not even funny. When I was watching that game, the Saints had, I think, a 2 wide receiver set on each end, but everybody else was backed off in zone coverage by 5 freaking yards. Like, how are you going to tackle a guy if you're 5 yards separated from the receiver? That doesn't make any sense. Because and I know last week's game was not on Brandon Weeden. It was on that trash-ass defense by Rob Marinelli. And if I was Rob Marinelli, I would ream his players. And if I was Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones, I'd ream his sorry ass. He played zone coverage on every play. Play man-to-man. Why didn't we use the pass rush? Drew Brees was hurt. I don't get it. Brees had a bruised shoulder. For goodness sake, One hit could have potentially taken Drew Brees out of this game, but we couldn't pressure Drew Brees to save our freaking lives. But anyway, I know I'm going to sound stupid for saying this, and I know I love this team, and I hate to go against them. I got the Patriots. Patriots are going to roll these guys. Dallas is trashed. They're trashed, I think, from a defensive standpoint. I don't know. I don't see Dallas winning this game by any means. I mean, yeah, they'll put points on the board, but they're still going to get their asses blown out. I see this game being like a 48-27, 48-24 blowout win for the Patriots. But anyway, let's just bring them in and get the ass going. That ends Week 5's edition of NFL Pick'ems. Thank you, everybody.